Next topic, method of separation of variables. If z is a function of two independent variables x and y in the partial differential equation, then the solution of the partial differential equation is to be a product of two functions one of them is a function of x alone and other one is a function of y only. In this process, the partial differential equation is converted into ordinary differential equations. Partial differential equation is converted into ordinary differential equation. This process will be clear from the following examples. This process will be clear from the following examples. Following examples. Method of separation of variables. Suppose that in the given partial differential equation, z is a dependent variable and which is a function of two independent variables x and y. In this partial differential equation, if z is a dependent variable and x and y are independent variables, in this case, the solution of the partial differential equation is to be a product of two functions to be a product of two functions in the method of separation of variables. So the solution of the partial differential equation is to be a product of two functions. So in these two functions, one is the function of x alone and other one is a function of y alone, a function of y alone. In this product, one function is a function of one independent variable x only and other function is a function of another independent variable y only. So in this process of finding the solution of the partial differential equation, so the given partial differential equation can be reduced, can be transferred into the ordinary differential equation. Partial differential equation is converted into ordinary differential equation. Now this process will be very clear from the following examples. So the process of finding the solution by using the method of separation of variables in the partial differential equations, we will explain through the following examples. There we will get the clear picture of the process of method of separation of variables. Now let us see how to solve the partial differential equation by the method of separation of variables. We will take one example. Now example 1, solve dou by dou x of u is equal to 2 into dou by dou t of u plus u by the method of separation of variables. Where u of x comma 0 is equal to 6 into e to the power of minus 3x. This is the partial differential equation. Solve this partial differential equation by the method of separation of variables, where u of x comma 0 is equal to 6 into e to the power of minus 3x. First write down the given equation. Now given that dou by dou x of u is equal to 2 into dou by dou t of u plus u. Say this is equation number 1. And also given that u of x comma 0 equal to 6 into e to the power of minus 3x. Say this is equation number 2. Here if you observe the given equation number 1, u is a dependent variable as explained in the partial differential equation. U is a dependent variable, x and t are independent variables. That means u is a function of x and t. Since u is a function of x and t, let us assume that u is equal to function of x and into function of t be the trial solution as explained before this problem. So the solution of the partial differential equation in the method of separation of variables, we have to assume that product of the independent variables, function of product of independent variables is the trial solution. So therefore we have to assume that let u of x comma t is equal to x of x into t of t. Say this is equation number 3 be the trial solution of equation 1, where capital X is a function of small x alone and capital T that of small t only and that of t only. So here instead of f and g to notate the functions f of x, g of x, instead of using f of x and g of t, we are using capital X, capital T instead of f and g. So instead of using f of x, instead of using g of t, we are using x instead of x and we are using t instead of g. So normally we use f and g, h to represent the functions, but here we are using capital X and capital T to represent the functions. Capital X is a function of x, capital T is a function of the independent variable t. So we are assuming that this is the trial solution for the given partial differential equation 1. Now substituting equation 3 in equation 1. So therefore before that, so partially differentiating u with respect to x. So therefore we will get now partially differentiating equation 3 with respect to x. Now we will get dou by dou x of u. For the simplicity, we are avoiding to write x comma t. You understood that u is a function of two independent variables x and t. So therefore dou by dou x of u is equal to partially differentiating with respect to x. Therefore this is equal to dou by dou x of capital X. T is a constant. Since t is a function of t, we are partially differentiating with respect to x. So therefore any other variable other than x, we treat it as a constant in the partial differentiation. So therefore, so we are differentiating x with respect to small x and keeping t as a constant. Therefore this can be written as here dou x by x. We are differentiating partially capital X with respect to x. It is exactly equal to d by dx of x into t. Since x is a function of x alone, if you partially differentiate with respect to x and if you derivative x with respect to x, so we will get the same answer. So partial derivative, ordinary derivative will give the same answer since x is a function of x alone. So dou x by x is exactly equal to the dx by dx. So for example, see dou by dou x of x square, dou by dou x of x square. What is the derivative of x square with respect to small x? Partial derivative 2x. What is the derivative of d by dx of x square? That is also 2x. So x square plus 2x, for example, what is the partial derivative of x square plus 2x with respect to x? 2x plus 2. What is the derivative of d by dx of x square plus 2x? That also 2x plus 2. So we will get the same answer. Therefore, it is exactly equal to d by dx of x into t. See here, dou by dou x of x square plus 2x. This is equal to derivative of x square with respect to x partial derivative 2x plus derivative of 2x is 2. So we are partially differentiating. Since here this is only a function of x, so we are having only one independent variable. So therefore this is exactly equal to the ordinary derivative x square plus 2x. Therefore what is the derivative of x square? 2x plus 2. See, these two are equal. So since it is a function of x alone, the partial derivative is exactly equal to the ordinary derivative. So therefore this can be written as dou by dou x of x square plus 2x can be written as d by dx of x square plus 2x. Therefore this can be written as d by dx of x can be written as x dash into t. X dash into t. And now partially differentiating with respect to t, dou by dou t of u is equal to, since it is a function of x alone, x is a constant. Now derivative of t with respect to t, therefore as explained earlier, this can also be written as x into dt by dt, d by dt of t, that is x into, this can be written as t dash, this can be written as t dash, where t dash is equal to d by dt of t, where x dash is equal to d by dx of x. Now substituting these two values, dou by dou x of u and dou by dou t of u, then we can get in the equation number 1, in the place of dou u by dou x, you will get x dash into t. In the place of dou u by dou t, we will get x into t dash. Now substituting these values in equation number 1, that means substituting equation 3. From next problem onwards, I can directly write that substituting equation 3 in equation 1. So if there is a derivative with respect to x, we will get like this. If you have dou u by dou t, we will get like this. So we will directly substitute in the given equation without writing all these things. Substituting now, these values in equation 1, we will get now dou u by dou x, that is x dash into t is equal to 2 into dou u by dou t, that is x into t dash plus u, that is product of function of x and function of t alone, small t alone. Therefore simplifying, now this can be written as 2 into t dash plus t into x. X is a common factor here. X is a common factor. So therefore, now this can be written as, now separating the variables, sorry, x dash into t. Now separating the variables. Separating the variables. Now separating the variables means here x and t, two variables we are observing here. So separating x variables one side, another variable t another side. Therefore this can be written as x dash by x by cross multiplication equal to 2 times t dash plus t by t. Say this is equation number, we already used 3, so now equation number 4. Now since x and t are independent variables, equation 4 can only be true if each side of equation 4 is equal to the same constant. Since x and t are independent variables, therefore equation 4 can only be true if each side of equation 4, is equal to the same constant, say that is equal to k. So it is a ratio, and also x and t are independent variables. Small x and small t are independent variables. Here capital X and capital T are functions of small x and t respectively. So this ratio is equal if and only if these two ratios will be equal to the same constant. So otherwise these two are not equal, so we have to assume that the constant is k. These two values equal to the some constant k, where k is a constant. Therefore that can be written as x dash by x is equal to 2 into t dash plus t by t is equal to some constant k. So therefore you remember that from next problem onwards we directly write this value is equal to k. Since x and t are independent variables, we are assuming that this ratio is equal to each side of this equation is equal to k. Therefore equating each term is equal to k. Now x dash by x equal to k and 2 t dash plus t by t equal to k. Therefore, now solve this by cross multiplication. We will get x dash equal to k into x. Here 2t dash plus t is equal to k into t. Therefore, again this can be written as x dash minus k into x equal to 0. Now here 2 into t dash plus t we are taking as a common factor 1 minus k into capital T equal to 0. Therefore, now where x dash means dx by dt, we already write this value previously. See here, x dash dx by dx is equal to x dash and t dash d by dt of t is equal to t dash. We use the notation d by dx is equal to capital D. We already explained in the ordinary differential equation. So the symbol capital D is used to represent the differential operator d by dx, d by dx or d by dt. So we use the representation for this d by dx is equal to d. Now this can be written as capital D minus k into x equal to 0, where capital D is equal to d by dx, d by dx. Now therefore, as we solved the homogeneous linear differential equation, linear ordinary differential equation, we apply the same procedure here. Now the auxiliary equation is d minus k is equal to 0, ordinary method. Now auxiliary equation is capital D minus k equal to 0. Now d is equal to, from this, k, d is equal to k. Therefore one real root. Therefore complete solution of the differential equation, which is an ordinary differential equation, since capital X dash is d by dx of x, capital T dash is dt by dt. So in the process we already explained that the partial differential equation is converted into ordinary differential equation. We started with the partial differential equation. Now the ordinary partial differential equation is converted into ordinary differential equations. See here, this is one ordinary differential equation, this is another ordinary differential equation. Now d is equal to k by using the rules to write the complementary function and then complete solution. This is a real root. Therefore the complete solution is capital X. So x means x of function of x is equal to c1 e to the power of k into x. Since x is a function of x. Here capital X is the dependent variable, small x is the independent variable. So x is equal to c1 into e to the power of kx. In the ordinary differential equations, there y is the dependent variable, x is the independent variable. So usually we use capital Y is the dependent variable, small x is the independent variable in the ordinary differential equation. There the solution can be written as a dependent variable y is equal to c1 into e to the power of constant into independent variable x. Here instead of y we have capital X. So c1 e to the power of kx. This is the complete solution of the differential equation. Say this is equation number, we already used 4 equations, so this is a 5. Now solving another differential equation, capital T dash 2t dash plus 1 minus k into t. This can be written as 2 into capital, we are using d dash plus 1 minus k into capital T equal to 0. Therefore, where capital D dash is equal to d by dt, d by dt. Therefore, this can be written as auxiliary equation as we are solving in the partial differential equation. Sorry, ordinary differential equation. Auxiliary equation is 2 into d dash plus 1 minus k equal to 0. Therefore, this can be written as d dash is equal to, we are writing 1 minus k in the right hand side, it becomes k plus k minus 1 by 2. This is a real root. Therefore, the complete solution is capital T of t is equal to, we already used the arbitrary constant c1, so we are using another arbitrary constant c2 into e to the power of k minus 1 by 2 into t. Since here capital T is the dependent variable, small t is the independent variable. Solution always a dependent variable in terms of independent variable. You remember that capital T is the dependent variable and small t is the independent variable. Say this is equation number 6. Now substituting 5 and 6 in equation number 3, that is our trial solution. Now substituting equation 5 and 6 in equation number 3, the values of x and t of t from equation number 5 and 6 respectively in equation number 3 to get the solution. Substituting equation 5 and 6 in equation number 3, we get now u of x comma t equal to x of x, that is c1 into e to the power of kx into capital T of t, that is c2 into e to the power of k minus 1 by 2 into t. Therefore, this can be written as c1 into c2 into e to the power of kx plus k minus 1 by 2 into t. Since bases are equal, we are adding the powers, and this can also be written as c1 c2. We may assume that as some constant a or something like that. So or otherwise you can leave it c1 as c1 into c2. This is u of x comma t. This is our solution obtained after the simplification. This is our solution. Say this is equation number 7. Now here one more condition is given in equation number 2. By using that condition, we will find the values of arbitrary constants c1, c2 and k. So to find the c1, c2, it is a product of these two. We will get one constant. So we may assume that this is a single constant and k is another constant. So c1, c2 product is one arbitrary constant and k is another arbitrary constant. There is one condition is given in equation number 2. So by using that, we will find these values. See, in equation 2, given that u of x comma 0 is equal to 6 into e to the power of minus 3x, therefore put t equal to 0 in the given solution. That means in equation number 7, we have to substitute t equal to 0. Put t equal to 0 in equation 7. We get, put t equal to 0, u of x comma t value 0 equal to c1 c2 into e to the power of k into x plus k minus 1 by 2 into t value 0 we are substituting. Therefore this is equal to c1 c2 into e to the power of kx k minus 1 by 2 into 0 0. Therefore on left hand side value, as we have shown earlier, the value of u of x comma 0 is equal to 6 into e to the power of minus 3x. Therefore substituting equation number 2 in the above equation. Therefore this value is equal to 6 into e to the power of minus 3x. Since from equation number 2, u of x comma 0 is equal to 6 into e to the power of minus 3x. From equation 2, from equation number 2, we have this value. Therefore now equating the coefficients on both sides, now c1 c2 is equal to 6 and k equal to minus 3, equating the corresponding coefficients on both sides. Now this implies c1 c2 equal to 6 and k is equal to minus 3. On equating the corresponding coefficients, coefficients, corresponding coefficients, we get C1 C2 is equal to 6 and K is equal to minus 3. We will substitute these two values in our solution. Where is our solution? In equation number 7. Therefore, now substituting these values in equation number 7. We get now here C1 C2 is equal to 6 e to the power of k value, that is equal to minus 3x plus minus 3 minus 1 minus 4 by 2, that is equal to minus 2 into t. Therefore, u of x comma t is equal to C1 C2 value, that is equal to 6, that is equal to 6, and e to the power of k value equal to minus 3, k value is equal to minus 3. Therefore, 6 into e to the power of 3x plus k value minus 3, that is minus 3x minus 3 minus 1 minus 4 by 2, that is equal to minus 2 into t. Therefore, u of x comma t is equal to 6 into e to the power of minus 3x minus 2t. So this is our required solution. This is our required solution for the given partial differential equation with the initial condition u of x comma 0 is equal to 6 into e to the power of minus 3x. This is our required solution for the given partial differential equation after solving by applying the method of separation of variables. Why we are calling this method as a separation of variables? Because to find the solution, here we are separating the variables. So this is method of separation of variables. So this completes the solution.